Arthur Parsons, game director, TT Games. Come on up, Arthur.
Everything is awesome.
Look at that lovely Hulk. And we got finally Bill Roseman, creative director for Marvel Games.
We're the same, I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome.
Now, I know we got the security spiel because we are Marvel. We have S.H.I.E.L.D. agents everywhere. But for you guys, I had a conversation with Director Fury. We are clearing video for this panel. For security, you're here. I've got the word. We're all good. We made a couple changes. You can periscope it. You can video this panel. Put it up. Put it everywhere you like. Share it around because LEGO Marvel's The Avengers is about big fun, and we want you guys having that big fun.
So big.
So much.
It's everything.
Food everywhere in that trailer.
Chickens.
I love it. I think you all popped at the part I was hoping you were popping for, which was right near the end when we see the logos for all those beautiful Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
That's right.
Gentlemen, tell me, not just Marvel's The Avengers, not just Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron, what else are we going to be able to play around with in Marvel's LEGO The Avengers?
Well, yeah, just before we go any further, right, out of all you people out there, you've all played a LEGO game. Okay. I just wanted to double check I was in the right place. So, this game is LEGO Marvel's Avengers. It's Avengers. It's Avengers Age of Ultron, those two amazing movies. But it is also Captain America, the First Avenger, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Thor Dark World, and Iron Man 3, and more. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. When we first announced this game, we said, oh yeah, this is LEGO Marvel's Avengers. It features the storyline of Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, and more. So we're now going to tell you and more, but then at the end leave you with another and more. So, but yeah, we are so excited to have content from across the entirety of Marvel with our Avengers goggles, right?
Totally, and you know, in the sort of connected Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is, you know, this game is heavily based on, Iron Man 3, Thor Dark World, Winter Soldier all take place between the two films, right? So you're going to play through Avengers, you're going to play through all those other films and see the iconic moments that you love with that kind of whimsical, awesome Lego humor, and then you're going to follow it through to Age of Ultron. But in addition to that, and more, we're gonna have some stuff to show you today, but this is a celebration of everything Avengers, not just the films. There's deep, broad roster from the comic universe. There's gonna be some stuff from TV that we're gonna show you. There's over 100 new characters that weren't even in the last game that are brand new to this game, and any returning characters have all new stuff they can do.
The Avengers roster rolls deep.
Yeah. Our bench runs deep, bro.
Over 100 characters, surely we are charging hundreds of dollars for such a title.
Au contraire, mon frère.
Wow, we are really doing some great work here. Very excited. And what the release date? Let's stress that because it's coming soon.
Oh, so soon. January the 26th. It cannot come soon enough.
So soon. 2 weeks after my birthday, I expect copies from everyone in here. Just send them to Marvel headquarters. I'll get them. I'll love them. So we talked about all the movies really in phase 2, and that's like a lot of this content, the more and more. But it is Avengers. We're really excited about bringing you guys experiences and the storytelling with the LEGO video game twist for Marvel's The Avengers and Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron. Do we want to show them a little?
Yeah, I was gonna say, at San Diego Comic-Con, we talked a lot about the first Avengers, the Battle of New York, all that kind of stuff. You want to see something from Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
All right, we're gonna see a little bit right here. Please, kick it up.
I just need to take a minute.
Did you get it?
Stark will take care of it.
No, you won't.
You don't know what you're talking about. Stark's not crazy. We're mad scientists. We're monsters, buddy.
You want me to help you put Jarvis into this thing?
No! Of course not.
Inside this clip. Stark, come in. Stark. Anyone on comms?
Yeah.
Pigs.
Give it up for the pig.
Pigs.
That pig. Oh my God. I
Because
gotta,
everything's better with bacon.
right? I got to talk to Kevin Feige and be like, bro, pigs are the new thing. Let's put some pigs in Phase 3.
Iron Pig.
Iron Pig.
But none were
Spider-Ham.
hurt in the making of this video game. No pigs, no chickens, none were hurt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just in case.
Okay. Talk a little bit about what we saw there. What is coming with Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Well, you can tell straight away, authenticity is key to this video game, okay? We pride ourselves at TT, and I know Bill and Mike, obviously at Marvel, its authenticity is right up there with fun. And you can obviously hear, we have all the voice work from the movies in there, but what the great thing we do at TT is we twist that round by adding humor in there. So those lines, the delivery is perfect, and we'll put gags everywhere, visual gags. You'll see some more later on. And it's so great to work with these sort of stories and be able to twist them and be able to have fun and poke and prod.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Marvel authenticity, but this is really a collaboration with Lego as well, and like that's part of Lego authenticity. So we're marrying those two things, where it's all the stuff that you know and love from the films, but is injected with that Lego humor and that Lego sort of DNA that makes those games so special. And so we want to be true and authentic to Lego as well.
Yeah, most definitely. And this is something that spans across the entirety of this video game. Out of all you guys out here, just with a show of voice, who played Lego Marvel Superheroes? Okay. Yeah, I did see a couple of hands as well, so voice means voice, hands is hands. Anyway, just as you know. So the cool thing with this game, Lego Marvel's Avengers, this is us bettering ourselves. That game, I loved Lego Marvel Superheroes, the whole team, we love making that. This game is bigger and better in every single sense of the word, because we want to one-up ourselves. One thing that we've obviously talked about, we've talked about Avengers, we've talked about Age of Ultron. The wider MCU content, here's a challenge for you. Iron Man 3 is a great movie, correct?
Yes.
Okay? Make that in one level of a video game, okay? That's a challenge, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you one of the things that we've done is we're kind of compressing and telling an abridged version of these wider movies as part of Lego Marvel's Avengers. And one of the ways we've done that is kind of fast forwarding through some of the story. Get to the good bits, get to the fight with Aldrich Killian. You know, in Thor Dark World, let's get to Svartalheim, let's fight Curse. You know, let's get to Greenwich, let's fight Malekith. Get to the meat, I guess, on the plate.
Play the fun parts, basically.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. Yeah. The whole movie's fun, right? So yeah, I think what we'll do is, if you guys want to see it, do you want to see how we're kind of knitting those things together just as another snippet? We've been quiet for so long, okay, the Lego Marvel Avengers team. We've been quiet for so long this year. We just want to show you lots of stuff. Is that okay? Okay.
I want to flip this thing over. I'm so excited. Let's see a little bit about what you're talking about how we're bridging everything together. There you go.
You know what's so cool about that? It's so authentically Lego. You know, when I have a young boy named Peter, he's 7, and every weekend that's what I do. I build Legos for him. And the funnest part of one of the funnest parts of that is when you open a set and they come with the comic books, right? They come with the Marvel comic books and read the story, and you see that like, oh, it's from the set right into the game. It's perfectly Lego.
Yeah, and the other thing, just so you all know, the artwork there is from a guy called Dan Vesemire, who is actually the artist that does the comic work for the Club magazine. So again, there's a level of authenticity outside of the Avengers that we're also trying to maintain. But that right there, you should all be very excited. We've just revealed playable Harley Keener, right? That's one thing to be super excited about. Running around with a potato gun, okay? There you go, world exclusive.
Cool. So we're doing that for Marvel's Iron Man 3, that content, but like you said, we have other films, that Phase 2 content that is going to need cool treatments, is going to find ways for us to condense, explain, get you guys excited for what will be these giant battles, these big levels, these things that give those amazing movies the weight that we want them to in this game. And you know what? I want to see some of that action.
Yeah, I mean, we're telling a lot of the story with those cool motion graphics that you saw, but what about the gameplay pieces, right?
But-
Like, so what's the gameplay look like?
What you all need to do, though, this is the thing, right? There are, in all the things you're seeing today, there are an awful lot of characters that haven't been revealed as being playable yet, okay? We probably won't have enough time to tell you which these are, so you have to watch carefully, because there are characters that you'll be like, what? Not just Harley Keener, that was obviously a joke. The Britishness might not go across very well, but sorry. But you really do, you'll see from some of these clips, our bench does run deep, and I'm, sorry, John, it's not just, but
Everybody gets that reference. I mean, that's pretty deep reference.
yeah, we have such an incredible roster. This you'll see again. I'm going to shut up actually.
Yeah.
Let's just roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, because this is gameplay.
Was that Iron Man's foe, the space dragon Fin Fang Foom I saw? And was that Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy created by Jack the King Kirby?
Yes.
It was.
I don't remember those in Phase 2.
No. They're in there. You got to look really closely.
Oh, okay.
They're in there. Bill and I had the same reaction. We were watching this, and our faces lit up when we saw Fin Fang Foom. I have a Fin Fang Foom tattoo, so I'm so excited.
Can we see it?
Can we
I don't
see?
think you
Where
can
is
show
that?
it.
It's on my arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in a good place. He's fighting Godzilla, guys.
I was
And-
worried.
Tasteful.
Yes. Later. So when we saw that, fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
World exclusive. Yeah.
You happy now? They're gonna be like, Agent M got naked on the stage. That's how stories come up. But, so we got really excited when we saw Fin Fang Foom, when we saw Devil Dinosaur. What does that mean, you guys? What is that all about?
Well, that means, as Arthur and Mike mentioned earlier, in LEGO Marvel Avengers, there are over 100 new characters that weren't in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. And like we said, we wanted to we wanted to celebrate Avengers as much as possible. We wanted to deliver the ultimate amount of Avengers to you, the fans, and to us, because we're huge Avengers fans. And this is our one chance to really go deep. And we said, let's look at everything. Let's look at the film. Let's look at publishing. There's decades and decades of Avengers comics out there from the 60s till today, and let's fit in as many as we can from the 60s and 70s right up until the comics that are coming out this week. Let's get these characters like Jane Foster Thor, like America Chavez, like Captain Marvel. Let's get these characters in the game.
Yeah. And people ask us, and you probably get this question a lot, like just how do you choose? Because 75 years, 8,000 characters, you can't.
You can't
The
get
game
them
would
all.
the game
We
would come out
try.
in 2027. I don't know if we did. So we have to look at, and we have conversations about all this, and Bill and Arthur, they get in the lab and they make a list, and this would be good for gameplay, and this would be good for visual design, and this one is like one of the consumer product Legos that are out there, and people would love to see that in the game. What stories, what missions are we trying to do? And so there's all this sort of thought that goes into trying to figure out what that list is, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
it
here's the
together.
thing, right? Okay, in the office, people know that I'm the world's worst at just adding stuff to the games, okay? The man at the end of this panel, Bill Roseman, okay? We have a conversation, it goes along these lines. It'll be a case of, okay, we want to put Jessica Jones in the game. Which outfit should we do? Okay, Jessica Jones in the game is cool. Okay, Bill will say, oh yeah, let's reference this comic, that comic. And then he'll turn around and go, but you do realize you also need to now make sure, Luke Cage is in the game. And Daredevil's in the game. And make sure Daredevil can swing around on his billy club. And this is the thing, it's like, well, hold on, I've just found my arch nemesis in terms of growth in this game. So back in the studio, the production guys are just like, oh no. And knowing I'm coming out and speaking with Bill, I'm sure there's people in the office just going, oh, he's going to come back to the UK. What is he going to come back with this time? But the roster is amazing. And some of these characters are characters that people have asked us for on social media. It's one of the great things about modern technology. People can instantly get in touch with Bill, Mike, myself, Ryan, any of us.
We are on the Twitter, my friends. We are on the Twitter.
Yeah, we are. We're actively there, and people have been saying things. I remember one of the very first things I got asked was, "Can we get Mark 38 Igor in the game?" It's like, yeah, of course we can. So we'll get that in. So for those people watching online, there you go. There's that one. Can we get Ironmonger? And again, we'll put Ironmonger in the game. This is the great thing about LEGO Marvel's Avengers. It's a celebration of everything. And, myself, obviously Bill and Mike, and everybody involved in this game is absolutely, enjoying this more than any game we've done.
Yeah. If we weren't sitting on this panel, we would probably be in the audience in an alternate universe, just with you guys hanging out.
Yeah, because
trying to find out about the new LEGO game.
I didn't get a T-shirt. Did you guys get a T-shirt?
Were there T-shirts?
Did you guys get T-shirts?
Oh man.
I'm gonna flip this thing.
I'm done.
Yeah, get out.
But it's right, you got to deliver. Like when we had these conversations and we talk about Jessica Jones, my mind instantly thinks, but wait, she's married to Luke. We've got to have Luke in there, right? And Luke, who's his best friend? His best friend is Iron Fist. Like, we live it and we breathe it and we love the Marvel, and we're like, we got to deliver it. If it's not in there, people are going to be like, where is it? This is your chance. Why aren't they in there? We're like, let's get it in there. It needs to be in there.
So you can see how this goes, right?
Yeah, you say arch nemesis, but I really think it's partner in crime. I think you add stuff and he adds more stuff, and it just snowballs.
Yeah, but it makes for a better game for all of you to play. I know that us in the office, we can't wait for you guys to play this game. We've been really quiet, and some of the stuff, we've still got more stuff to show. That's the great thing about this.
We've been just yammering.
Yeah, sorry, we just waffled.
We talked about the films. Bill talked about the comic universe. We mentioned at the top a little bit about TV.
Before we get there, Mike, I just want everybody to tweet to Arthur_Parsons and Bill Roseman
With two N's at the end.
and Marvel Games that you want MODOK in the game. I don't care about anything.
MODOK.
Just tell them you want MODOK.
MODOK quest. He's always on his MODOK quest.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
gonna
always
tweet myself.
MODOKing.
I'm gonna tweet myself for MODOK. I love the MODOK.
Yeah, so that's what we want. But yes, you were mentioning Marvel Television. Who all is here today to get to the Marvel's Agents of Primetime panel as well? That's going to be a fun one. I know what they have in store, but we also brought some TV action here, did we not?
We did.
You know what? Let's play a little video for you guys, another world premiere thing just for you, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Yes. Peggy.
And so that is Haley Atwell. That is Agent Carter.
Yeah. Very
and
exciting.
and if you, it's kind of hard to see in the video because you're looking at buildings, but I think when you go back and talk about the flashback and what actually happens.
Yeah, because obviously everyone knows there's obviously a clear time difference there. So when you go and activate these Peggy Carter quests, we actually flip the open world, so all the cars become 1940s cars. Everything takes that noir kind of feel. The music changes. Obviously,
Light posts change, the benches change.
Yeah, and the quests are just great. And then there's lots of little Easter eggs in there for fans of that TV show, which I know I am, and I think it's a fantastic show. Like pretty much every single one of these shows is. But it's great as well having Haley do voice work for the game because it adds, again, another layer of really kind of fun authenticity.
Wait a minute, Arthur, do you mean Haley Atwell did new voice work for this title? Surely we can't be doing such a thing and adding so much value to this game.
Yeah, indeed she did. And you'll find that there is an awful lot of fantastic voice work in this game. Obviously authenticity from, obviously the movies, but then also, in terms of the cast. We've got a great roster of VO actors, as well as people like Haley, as well as Kobe Smulders. We've got some original voice work from, obviously, everyone's favorite Maria Hill. And obviously, everyone's favorite agent other than you, Ryan.
Well, I mean, that's arguable, but you know what? I'll give Phil the benefit of the doubt.
I thought you meant Sitwell. Is that?
Oh, right, he's had a rough time of it lately.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, do we want to show a little bit of Mr. Coulson?
Do you want to see Coulson in action?
Director?
Do it. Do it.
Oh, sad Cap.
Phil's trading cards. The trading cards are in there.
That thing is chock full of Easter eggs. Like that was what, like a minute and 20 seconds or something, and there are, I think by my last count, 900 Easter eggs in that little bit of video. I'm pretty good with math. And so what are some of the things that maybe we want to point out in that?
Well, I don't know, did any of you see what Nick Fury put in Coulson's top pocket there? Yeah. So tickets to Tahiti, because it's a magical place, right? So, you know, one of the things that we enjoy more than anything else is Easter eggs. You know, post-credits teases, little hints, tips, stuff in the background, hidden stuff written away. You know, characters doing things that you don't really see first time round. And this game is just the best game for doing it. It's so much fun because that's what the Marvel Universe is about. It's one universe. Everything is together, and Lego Marvel Avengers fits right in there. The references are crazy everywhere. There's so many that probably Mike's pulling his hair out.
No, and I was just going to compliment you and because you guys who have been making these Lego games for so long and love Marvel so much. I mean, you guys think of stuff and bring us stuff and ideas that we never would have thought of that are just amazing, right? And so we're always surprised and just kind of baffled by how many amazing ideas Arthur and the team have to just kind of work in Easter eggs, humor, gags, and make people go like, oh, did you see that? And talk about the cool things that are it's just so full of.
Yeah, and I'd love to take credit for that, but believe it or not, there's about 150, 200 people back in the UK who are incredibly talented people. And working in a creative sort of environment with creative people, that's where this kind of thing, you know, snowballs. And that's where you get brilliant animations, brilliant cutscenes, gags left, right, and center. One of the, and I'll tell you, we don't have it to show, but I'll tell you. You all know Stan Lee's playable in this game, right? Yeah, okay. There's old news. You know, everyone at home, Arthur, shut up, old news. Okay. Anyway, there's a scene in the game, and you know Age of Ultron, it's a great movie. Avengers, obviously the penthouse gets trashed, okay? Stan's there just dusting up, cleaning up, okay? Walks past, picks up Mjolnir, dusts underneath it, walks off. Tiny little touches like that are what make this game like head and shoulders the best Avengers Marvel game ever. I just absolutely adore working on this. And like I say, the team back in the UK, I cannot think of a better team to work with. They are such a good team.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. And one of the other cool ideas they came up with, I don't know if you guys saw this in July back at San Diego, is Stan's, of course, in the game. He's playable again, but we had to one-up it, right? So now it's Lego Marvel's Avengers. Stan Lee is an honorary Avenger.
That's right.
And his newest ability is what we have lovingly dubbed the Stan Buster, which is based off the Hulkbuster armor. He's got a desk lamp and a pencil cannon and a typewriter that comes out of his chest. And even like the helmet has like a Stan Lee mustache on it. And this is the kind of stuff that Arthur and the team come up with where we're just like...
They said, Arthur said, well, we have something to show you. Can we do this? And we're like, we insist. That's the most awesome thing ever. Yeah. So and the authenticity comes from the love, because I know what is on Arthur's desk. Lego built Hulkbuster. So they're all fans, true Marvel, true believers, and it comes through. It comes through in the game.
Yeah, we love everything. I'm not sure if that'll still be on my desk.
No?
I've been away a couple of days now, so
Got some thieves in the office or just jealous.
It may have been recited.
Yeah, somebody needs to add it to their collection.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things is the pieces in the game are real Lego pieces, right? It's like anything in the game is essentially something that if you had a giant bucket of Legos, or you're like Scrooge McLego and you're diving through your vault of
Scrooge
Legos.
McLego.
That sounds like it
Love
would
that.
hurt. If you ever stepped on one Lego, can you imagine just diving into a pool of Legos?
If you're a Scrooge, you could do anything. That guy's legit.
But yeah, everything. You're right. Every single thing. We have a team in the office now. Just so I know, how many kids are in this audience? Give us a big hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're all adults. Okay. Anyway, we have a team in the office. Their job is they actually physically build Lego. Day in, day out, they build Lego. Coolest job on the planet. everything that we have in the game has to be built authentically, okay? Now, the reason for this is because, as Ryan pointed out, it's authenticity. We want someone, if they see something in the game, we want them to be able to build that. Now, the cool thing about that means there's sometimes models I get to kind of, I'll put that on my desk. So, we've got a dark elf ship about yay big, absolutely superb. Cars.
What about the
vehicles.
Leviathan? Remember from the battle in New York?
Yeah.
That big, crazy flying
Yeah.
dragon thing that comes out of the portal?
We've got a Leviathan that's kind of, if you turn it round, there's nothing there. It's a bit of a Leviathan. Because that thing, if we made it, it would be like huge.
Meters.
Yes,
Yeah. Well, I just remember
scale-wise.
that was a big project because that doesn't exist. There's not a Lego set out there to build a Leviathan, but that's like a huge project to figure out. All right, how are we going to build this out of Lego and make it look organic and make it look alive?
But the guys do a phenomenal job. And it's great seeing the stuff they build. The problem is I go in the office and they go, oh, what do you think of this? And I go, oh, that's great. And as I pick it up, because I have just like heavy hands. It's like,
there's no Control S. There's no like save function for building Legos.
So I end up just going, yeah, that's really good, thank you. Yeah, and just walk away, go back. You go and do some silly ideas, Arthur. But I tell you what, the builds in this game, there's some amazing, amazing things. And again, it's all relevant to everything you would want to see. One of the things I'm going to tell you, okay, and I'm not supposed to, nobody knows about this yet, okay? Mike, Bill, hands over your ears. Thanos Copter. Just remember that.
Thanos Copter.
And I will just now be in big trouble. But
Ryan's over there doing victory laps.
But the builds are
Convention over.
incredible.
We're good. Thanos copter in it. So this is another thing I didn't talk to them about. Challenge for you guys watching, challenge for you guys here. By the end of January, I want to see some stand busters. I want to see some actual made video footage, you making them photos and stuff. Let me know. Tweet me. We'll find something fun for you guys. I want that to be a cool challenge when you're playing this game. Hey, if you want to do a Thanos copter too, I'm not going to stop you. Because I don't think we're going to get a set of the Thanos copter from
Direct
Lego.
from the pages of Spidey Super Stories? Was that the first appearance of the thing?
It might have been in there. It's also in this crazy Hellcat book story with Spidey, and it's wonderful.
Why not?
Yeah.
Guys got to get around, so
Yeah.
might as well do it.
So really cool stuff, right?
I still get goosebumps when I see that. I think that is, the cutscene guys that did that, absolutely phenomenal.
I wanted to ask what is the process? Because that's shot for shot, aside from a little tweaking from the Lego
The
POV.
pig, yeah.
But how do you guys do that? What's the process for getting that so pitch perfect?
Effectively, the guys, they rewrite what they want to tell as the story for the screenplay, and then on something as iconic as that, you go shot for shot, and then you try and get various gags, various bits of humor in there. But that's the opening of our game, just so you know. We want you to, when you put that disc in, or if you've digitally downloaded it in the modern era, you don't need to. When you press start, you'll get the titles, which is amazing, by the way. It will then go straight into that seamlessly from the titles, straight into the opening of Age of Ultron. And it's such a immersive cinematic thing, and this is what this game's about, immersion. Yes, it's Lego, it's fun, it's friendly, but this is completely and utterly 1000% authentic, and you are going to absolutely adore it. There are so many things that are shot for shot. Granted, Stan Lee might pop up. Granted, there may be Iron Pig.
Or a banana gag.
A banana gag, yeah. Chickens.
You put a banana in the
Loki
tailpipe.
might be running around in his hot dog disguise. But the thing is, it is so much fun. Every single scene is just hilariously funny, and it is that's why that's why we're all still at TT. We absolutely love working on this stuff. And Lego Marvel's Avengers is just incredible. One of the things we've not talked about, and this is just so that everybody knows, in Lego Marvel Superheroes, you all loved playing open world Manhattan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to preempt a question, that's all. In Lego Marvel's Avengers, you not only have and I've gone on a complete tangent, sorry. We not only have open world Manhattan, but you also are able to visit Asgard. You're able to visit Malibu. You're able to visit Barton Farm. Exactly. Let's go fix some tractors, right? You're also able to go to South Africa. There are so many hub worlds that we've added. Again, there's the bar. We're moving it up there with the power of Sharpie. Other pens are available. But we are trying so hard to make sure there is absolutely oodles of content. I really, really can't wait for January the 26th so people can play it.
Yeah, bigger world to explore, more characters than we've ever had before, all new features, team-up attacks, because that's what the Avengers are all about.
I mean, when you talk about the Avengers, what's the metaphor? What does it mean? The Avengers are all about when there comes a day and an evil assembles that no one single hero can face alone. On that day, the Avengers are born. The Avengers come from different time periods. Cap is frozen in ice. Thor from Asgard. You have a rage beast. You have a former Russian assassin. They're different. They have conflicting views and personalities, and we love that. They don't always agree. But when the clock is ticking, when that wormhole opens in the sky and the hordes of Chitauri are raining down, when a whole squad of Ultron drones are racing over the city, at that moment, the heroes put aside their differences, they stand together, they save the day, and they say to all of us, no matter where we come from or who we are, together we can be heroes.
I love it when Bill gets into Mighty Marvel mode. Hey!
I really thought you were going to break into song then. Yeah. That would have been epic, right?
I have nothing to add.